First Chronicles, chapters 4 through 6. Judah's sons, Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reiah, son of Shobal, fathered Jahath, and Jahath fathered Ahumai, and Lahad. These were the families of the Zorathites. These were Etam's sons, Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash, and their sister was named Hazelelponi. Penuel fathered Gedor, and Ezer fathered Husha. These were the sons of Hur, Ephrathah's firstborn, and the father of Bethlehem. Asher fathered Tekoa, and had two wives, Hela and Naara. Naara bore Ahuzam, Hefer, Timeni, and Haashtari to him. These were Naara's sons. Hela's sons, Zereth, Zohar, and Ethnan. Koz fathered Anub, Zobiba, and the families of Aharhel, son of Harum. Jabez was more honored than his brothers. His mother named him Jabez and said, "I give birth to him in pain." Jabez called out to the God of Israel, "If only you would bless me, extend my border, let your hand be with me, and keep me from harm, so that I will not experience pain." And God granted his request. Shelub, brother of Shuha, fathered Mehir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton fathered Bethrapha, Paseah, and Tehina, the father of Ernash. These were the men of Rekah. These names are very difficult to pronounce. Kenaz's sons, Othniel and Sariah. Othniel's sons, Hathath and Meonothai. Meonothai fathered Ophrah, and Sariah fathered Joab, the ancestor of those in the craftsman's valley, for they were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, Eru, Elah, and Naam. Elah's son, Kenaz. Jehalalel's sons, Ziph, Zepha, Teriah, and Azarel. Ezra's sons, Jether, Mered, Epher, and Jalen. Mered's wife, Bithiah, gave birth to Miriam, Shemai, and Ishba, the father of Eshtemoa. These were the sons of Pharaoh's daughter, Bithiah. Mered had married her. His Judean wife gave birth to Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Sokol, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Naam, the father of Keilah, the Garmite, and the father of Eshtemoa, the Maakathite. Shimon's sons, Amnon, Rinnah, Ben-Hanan, and Tilon. Ishi's sons, Zoheth and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah, the father of Leka, Laada, the father of Beresha. The families of the guild of linen workers at Beth Ashbea. Joachim, the men of Kozeba, and Joash and Seraph, who married Moabites and returned to Lehem. These names are from ancient records. They were the potters and residents of Netaim and Gedera. They lived there in the service of the king. Simeon's sons, Nemuel, Jamin, Jarib, Zerah, and Shaul. Shaul's sons, his son Shallum, his son Mibsam, and his son Mishma. Mishma's sons, his son Hamuel, his son Zachar, and his son Shimei. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, so their whole family did not become as numerous as the Judeans. They lived at Beersheba, Molada, Hazar, Shual, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar Susim, Beth Biri, and Sha'araim. These were their cities until David became king. Their villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Toshen, and Ashan, 5 cities, and all their surrounding villages as far as Baal. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record for themselves. Meshobab, Jamlech, Josha, son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, son of Joshibiah, son of Siriah, son of Asiel, Elioenai, Jaakobah, Jeshoiah, Asaiah, Adiel, Jesimiel, Benaiah, and Ziza, son of Shiphi, son of Elon, son of Jediah, son of Shimri, son of Shemaiah. These, mentioned by name, were leaders in their families. Their ancestral houses increased greatly. They went to the entrance of Gedor, to the east side of the valley, to seek pasture for their flocks. They found rich, good pasture, and the land was broad, peaceful, and quiet, for some Hamites had lived there previously. These, who were recorded by name, came in the days of King Hezekiah of Judah, attacked the Hamites' tents and the Meunites who were found there, and set them apart for destruction, as they are today. Then they settled in their place because there was pasture for their flocks. Now 500 men from these sons of Simeon went with Pelatiah, Neariah, Rephaiah, and Uzziel, the descendants of Ishi, as their leaders to Mount Seir. They struck down the remnant of the Amalekites who had escaped, and they still live there today. Chapter 5. These were the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. He was the firstborn, but his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph, son of Israel, because Reuben defiled his father's bed. He is not listed in the genealogy according to birthright. Although Judah became strong among his brothers and a ruler came from him, the birthright was given to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, Hanak, Payu, Hezron, and Carmi, Joel's sons. His son Shimei, his son Gad, his son Shimei, his son Micah, his son Reiah, his son Baal, and his son Bera. Bera was a leader of the Reubenites, and King Tiglath-Pileser of Assyria took him into exile. His relatives by their families, as they are recorded in their family records: Jael the chief Zechariah, and Bela son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel. They settled in Aroer as far as Nebo, and Baal-Meon, They also settled in the east as far as the edge of the desert that extends to the Euphrates River, because their herds had increased in the land of Gilead. During Saul's reign, they waged war against the Hagrites, who were defeated by their power, and they lived in their tents throughout the region east of Gilead. The sons of Gad lived next to them in the land of Bashan, as far as Silkah. Joel, the chief, Shepham, the second in command, Jenai, and Shaphat in Bashan. Their relatives, according to their ancestral houses, Michael, Meshulam, Sheba, Jorai, Jachan, Zia, and Eber 7. These were the sons of Abihail, son of Huri, son of Jaroah, son of Gilead, son of Michael, son of Jeshishai, son of Jado, son of Buz, son of Abdiel, son of Guni, was head of their ancestral family. They lived in Gilead, in Bashan and its surrounding villages, and throughout the pasturelands of Sharon. All of them were registered in the genealogies during the regions of Judah's king Jotham and Israel's king Jeroboam. The descendants of Reuben and Gad and half the tribe of Manasseh had 44,760 warriors who could serve in the army, men who carried shield and sword, drew the bow, and were trained for war. They waged war against the Hagrites, Jetur, Naphish, and Jodab. They received help against these enemies because they cried out to God in battle, and the Hagrites and all their allies were handed over to them. He was receptive to their prayer because they trusted in him. They captured the Hagrites' livestock, 50,000 of their camels, 250,000 sheep, and 2,000 donkeys, as well as 100,000 people. Many of the Hagrites were killed because it was God's battle, and they lived there in the Hagrites' place until the exile. The descendants of half the tribe of Manasseh settled in the land from Bishan to Baal Hermon, that is Senir or Mount Hermon. They were numerous. These were the heads of their ancestral families: Epher, Ishi, Eliel, Azariah, Jeremiah, Hodaviah, and Jediel. These were valiant warriors, famous men, and heads of their ancestral houses, but they were unfaithful to the God of their ancestors. They prostituted themselves with the gods of the nations God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel roused the spirit of King Pul, that is Tiglath-Pileser of Assyria, and he took the Reubenites, Gadites, and half the tribe of Manasseh into the exile. He took them to Hala, Habor, Hara, and Gozan's river, where they are until today. Levi's sons: Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. Kohath's sons: Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. Amram's children: Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. Aaron's sons: Nadab, Abihud, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar fathered Phinehas. Phinehas fathered Abishua. Abishua fathered Bucky. Bucky fathered Uzi. Uzi fathered Zariah. Zariah fathered Marioth. Marioth fathered Amariah. Amariah fathered Ahitub. Ahitub fathered Zadok. Zadok fathered Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz fathered Azariah. Azariah fathered Johanan. Johanan fathered Azariah, who served as priest in the temple that Solomon built in Jerusalem. Azariah fathered Amariah. Amariah fathered Ahitub. Ahitub fathered Zadok. Zadok fathered Shallum. Shallum fathered Hilkiah. Hilkiah fathered Azariah. Azariah fathered Sariah. And Sariah fathered Jehozadak. Jehozadak went into exile when the Lord sent Judah and Jerusalem into exile at the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, Levi's sons, Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. These are the names of Gershom's sons, Libni and Shimei. Kohath's sons, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. Merari's sons, Mali and Mushi. These are the Levites' families according to their fathers, of Gershom, his son Libni, his son Jaath, his son Zima, his son Joah, his son Edu, his son Zerah, and his son Jeatherai. Kohath's sons, his son Aminadab, his son Korah, his son Asir, his son Elkanah, his son Abisaph, his son Asir, his son Tehath, his son Uriel, his son Uzziah, and his son Shaul. Elkanah's sons, Amasai and Ahimoth, his son Elkanah, his son Zophai, his son Nahath, his son Eliab, his son Jeroham, and his son Elkanah. Samuel's sons, his firstborn Joel, and his second son Abijah. Merari's son Mali, his son Libni, his son Shimei, his son Uzzah, his son Shemiah, his son Haggiah, and his son Asaiah. These are the men David put in charge of the music in the Lord's temple after the ark came to rest there. They ministered with song in front of the tabernacle, the tent of meeting, until Solomon built the Lord's temple in Jerusalem, and they performed their task according to the regulations given to them. These are the men who served with their sons. From the Kohathites, Heman, the singer, son of Joel, son of Samuel, son of Elkanah, son of Jeroham, son of Eliel, son of Toah, son of Zuph, son of Elkanah, son of Mahath, son of Amasai, son of Elkanah, son of Joel, son of Azariah, son of Zephaniah, son of Tehath, son of Asir, son of Abiasaph, son of Korah, son of Izar, son of Kohath, son of Levi, son of Israel. Heman's relative was Asaph, who stood at his right hand. Asaph, son of Berechiah, son of Shimei, son of Michael, son of Baaseiah, son of Malchijah, son of Ethni, son of Zerah, son of Adiah, son of Ethan, son of Zima, son of Shimei, son of Jahath, son of Gershom, son of Levi. On the left, their relatives were Merari's sons, Ethan, son of Kishi, son of Abdi, son of Maluk, son of Hashabiah, son of Amaziah, son of Hilkiah, son of Amzi, son of Bani, son of Shemer, son of Mali, son of Mushi, son of Merari, son of Levi. Their relatives, the Levites, were assigned to all the service of the tabernacle, God's temple. But Aaron and his sons did all the work of the most holy place. They presented the offerings on the altar of burnt offerings and on the altar of incense to make atonement for Israel according to all that Moses, the servant of God, had commanded. These are Aaron's sons, his son Eleazar, his son Phinehas, his son Abishua, his son Buki, his son Uzi, his son Zeriah, his son Merioth, his son Amariah, his son Ahitub, his son Zadok, and his son Ahimaaz. These were the places assigned to Aaron's descendants from the Kohathite family for their settlements in their territory, because the first lot was for them. They were given Hebron in the land of Judah and its surrounding pasturelands, but the fields and settlements around the city were given to Caleb, son of Jephunneh. Aaron's descendants were given Hebron, a city of refuge, Libnah and its pasturelands, Jatir, Eshtemoa and its pasturelands, Hilen and its pasturelands, Debir and its pasturelands, Ashan and its pasturelands, and Beth Shemesh and its pasturelands. From the tribe of Benjamin they were given Geba and its pasturelands, Elameth and its pasturelands, and Anathoth and its pasturelands. They had 13 towns in all among their families. To the rest of the Kohathites, 10 towns from half the tribe of Manasseh were assigned by lot. The Gershomites were assigned 13 towns from the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and Manasseh in Bashan, according to their families. The Merarites were assigned by lot 12 towns from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun, according to their families. So the Israelites gave these towns and their pasturelands to the Levites. They assigned by lot the towns named above from the tribes of the descendants of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. Some of the families of the Kohathites were given towns from the tribe of Ephraim for their territory. Shechem, a city of refuge, with its pasturelands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer and its pasturelands, Jokmeam and its pasturelands, Beth Horon and its pasturelands, Aijalon and its pasturelands, and Gath Rimmon and its pasturelands. From half the tribe of Manasseh, Aner and its pasturelands, and Bileam and its pasturelands were given to the rest of the families of the Kohathites. The Gershomites received Golan in Bashan and its pasturelands, and Ashtaroth and its pasturelands from the families of half the tribe of Manasseh. From the tribe of Issachar they received Kadesh and its pasturelands, Deberath and its pasturelands, Ramoth and its pasturelands, and Anim and its pasturelands. From the tribe of Asher they received Mashal and its pasturelands, Abdon and its pasturelands, Hukok and its pasturelands, and Rehob and its pasturelands. From the tribe of Naphtali they received Kadesh in Galilee and its pasturelands, Hammon and its pasturelands, Kiriathaim and its pasturelands. The rest of the Merarites received from the tribe of Zebulun. They received Rimono and its pasturelands, and Tabor and its pasturelands. From the tribe of Reuben, across the Jordan at Jericho to the east of the Jordan, they received Bezer in the desert and its pasturelands, Jaza and its pasturelands, Kedemoth and its pasturelands, and Mephath and its pasturelands. From the tribe of Gad they received Ramoth in Gilead and its pasturelands, Rahanaim and its pasturelands, Heshbon and its pasturelands, and Jazer and its pasturelands.